Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for coming back to our live classes. Today we're gonna study one more kinds of sentences. Remember that our program is designed like this, that in each book, in each semester, we are gonna focus on a specific thing. We practice that, study that, and we go to the next subject and next title, and you work on that, okay? So if you think that while you are studying all sentences like after each other, so it means that we are like distributed all the information or all the activities you need to do in different labels and different books, okay? In this book, most of the material that we study is focused on sentences, and because of that, we are more focused on different kinds of sentences, okay? So, yeah, sit on a quiet room, focus on what I will explain for you. Please pay attention to what I will teach you, okay? So right now I use different kinds of sentences. I told you sit on a quiet room, and also I told you please pay attention to what I say, and also I say that practice each sentences. So right now I am using the types of sentence that we will study today, and that is imperative sentence. That is what? Imperative sentence. You might use the lot in your daily activities. You say with your family, with your children, with your co-workers, or anywhere you want to go, especially when you are, for example, in a bus and going somewhere, and you say, okay, you say, please stop, or you say, please open the door, or something like this. So it is one of the sentences that usually we do use it a lot in our daily life, okay? And that is imperative sentences. Let's go. Okay. First of all, imperative sentence is used to show different things, okay? Like what? Like order, request, advise, offer, suggest, urge, direct, and command someone to perform or not to perform is called imperative sentence. Okay? When you want to direct someone, you say turn left, turn right, and then go straight. So you're using what? Imperative sentences. Or you are asking someone to do something. For example, you say, can you repeat again? Please speak loudly. Okay? Or sometimes you say, open the door. Open the door. So there is different labels or different stress on each sentences, and depends on the level of your command, okay, or your order. So let's get back to the here. So there is some more important points about imperative sentences. When you order, request, advise, offer, suggest, urge, direct, and command someone to perform or not to perform something, okay, then we use that imperative sentences. Like here. Here's some examples. Here's some important points that you should know about imperative sentence. What are these points? First, it is introduced by bear verb and do not or not. Remember, when you use imperative sentence, you always should use bear verb. Bear verb means first form of the verb without s, es, ies, something d, ed. So only first form of the verb is called bear verb, okay? So always you use imperative sentence, you have to use the bear form of the verb without s, es, ies, d, ed, ing, anything else, okay? And if you want to change it to negative form, you just use that, do not or not. That's it. One more thing about imperative sentence, that it has positive and negative forms, okay? positive form, negative form. There is no interrogative form for imperative sentence. But we don't have an interrogative, but instead we have what? Tag question. We have tag question. We'll study that. And we can change to the passive voice this kind of sentences by two ways, on formal way and informal way, and also we'll study here. And it always gives present meaning. Okay, always gives us present meaning. It doesn't give us the past meaning. It gave us present meaning. And the subject is always you. Remember, the subject of imperative sentences is mostly you, but we don't use that in our sentence. We say, speak English. Speak English. Here is subject you, but it is invisible. Okay? You say speak English, it means you speak English. Because of that, we don't use the subject you. Sometimes we address someone and we can use third person as a subject, like Ahmad speak English, or I ask you guys there. So because there is more people here, I say Farishta speak English, or Farishta make an example. Okay, so here I address the third person, but sometimes we can use that also. Okay, but if you don't use the third person name, it means your subject is always you. Okay, let's go to this example here. See, there's different faces, and each of them shows when you use imperative sentences, it should match your feelings. Okay, so when you are making a strong order, your face should show that. Speak English in the class. But when you want to request something from someone, so you are making your voice lower and your face a little bit happier. So you say, please print me a copy. Okay? See, like the first example here, it is an order. Leave now, leave now. So for example, sometimes we say, get out of here. See, here we use a little bit anger face. Okay, and remember, so if you want to make a strong command, we use that. This mark, okay, exclamation mark, okay. But when you use a mild command or normal command, you just put full stop at the end. So because the first one is a very strong command, a strong order, we use the exclamation mark at the end of that when in writing. But in speaking, your accent, your face, and your voice should show that you are making a strong order. Okay. Number two here, look at this. To make a request, we say like this: please print me a copy. Please print me a copy. So we are making our face so smooth and nice. So we just want the person should accept our request. Okay. Or when we give advice to someone, we say, try before you buy. Try before you buy. Or we say, can you, or sometimes we say, study your lessons daily. Practice your homework every day. So you're giving advice to someone. We're just trying to speak heart by heart, okay? Heart by heart, something like that. To give instruction or direction, sometimes we say like, turn left, then turn right, go straight, and stay there. So it is also one kind of imperative sentences. And to issue a warning. Here is a warning, a danger. So we want to show someone, we say duck, or we say snake, we say danger. And only one word can give them a complete meaning of a sentence, and then it is called also one kind of imperative sentences. So the point that you should remember is in writing, you should use full stop or exclamation mark according to the situation you want to put your order, okay? In speaking, your face, your accent, and your language should show that what are you going to ask or what you are going to tell them, okay? There's some more examples here for order, to order someone and to request someone. to advise someone, to ask someone, to direct someone. So let's practice a little bit more here. So for example, when we order someone, we say what? Come on time. I say you guys come on time. Or we say go there. Just an order. Or bring me a glass of water, won't you? So I told you before that we can't make interrogative sentences for imperative, but we have tag question form for this one, like this. Bring me a glass of water, won't you? So we use tag question just to confirm our statement with someone. Okay, we say, bring me a glass of water, won't you? Means, are you gonna do it or no? And then we just make the person to do something. Okay? Or we say, do not tease me, won't you? Do not tease me, won't you? Or we say, do not come here, or do not come there. So it is a kind of order. Or sometimes when we request someone, remember when you are gonna request, you should use please at the beginning of sentences or at the end of sentences. Here we used, in all these three examples, we use please at the beginning, but remember when you use please at the end of sentence, so there should be used a comma between the sentence and please. For example, when you say call me please, so here you should use comma and then please. And when you say please do not write this note, please do not ask me, these so easy examples. And sometimes when you make advice for someone, or when you want to advise someone to do or not to do something, also you use this structure. Try to get first position. And also I said, do not abuse elders. Do not waste your time, study hard. Okay? So in this situation also we use imperative sentence. Or to urge someone, you say, be honest for your country. Be honest for your country. Do not be a spy. Or also we can say the same meaning with another structure. We say, do not spy. Or we say, build your country. In this situation, we use imperative sentences and urging purpose. And the fifth usage is to direct someone or an instruction. So here we say just give somebody direction, what should they do, what shouldn't. Like this, run in the morning, walk on the morning, take 3 tablets in a day, drink water too much, turn left, turn right, something like that. Okay? Can you make example now for me here? And just put an example for any of them you want to make. So make example in chat box. Write my homework. Oh, you're gonna order somebody else, right, for your homework. Okay. Good example. Now another one. Do your duty. Okay, also that's a good example. So you order somebody else to do something or not to do something. Okay, that's nice. And now we are gonna make them passive voice. Or how can we change these kinds of sentences to passive formula or passive voice? As I told you earlier, that we can change these kinds of sentences in 2 ways. Two ways to passive voice. Okay, one formal way, another informal way. When you want to use the formal way, it is different structure, and when you use the informal way, it is another structure. So the first one we want to study is informal structure. Remember, when you want to change or when you want to use the passive voice of imperative sentence, there is some rules. Okay, what is the first one? Let comes at the beginning of a sentence. When you want to change the active voice of imperative to passive formula, you have to put let at the beginning of sentence. Okay, and then object is object, but it comes after let. The object is the same. We can't change object to subject, but we just change the location of that. Okay, so we bring object after let at the beginning of sentence. And verbs tend to be plus past participle or third form of the verb. Past participle always means third form of the verb. Okay, so when you want to use passive formula, so you have to use first be, and then you use third form of the verb. You change the first form of verb to third form. And most of the time, by object is not used at the end of sentences. It is two structure: let plus object plus be plus past participle, or let plus object plus not plus be plus past participle, which is the negative formula. Okay, look at these examples here. For example, we say, do not insult Ahmad. Do not insult Ahmad. So look at here. It is the passive formula of this one. So we told here, look at here, we told that let should be used at the beginning of sentence. So we use let here at the beginning. And also we said object comes after let. So this Ahmad is our object here. So we bring Ahmad to the beginning of sentence after let Ahmad. Okay? And because the sentence is negative, so we use what? Not. And what is our verb? Insult. So we studied here, number 3, verb is sent to be plus past participle. So insult is sent to what? Insulted. Be insulted. Let Ahmad not be insulted. Let Ahmad not be insulted. So it is the negative formula of that. Or look at this example here. Remember, sometimes we use let in positive formula also, an active formula also. And you have to be careful to not misunderstand between active voice or passive voice, okay? For example, here, let my brother teach your brother. I just order someone, let my brother teach your brother. And then when you change it to passive voice, we say, let your brother, okay? Your brother comes instead of object here. Let your brother, and our verb is what? Teach. Teach is changed to be taught. The third form of teach is that taught. Let your brother be taught by my brother. Okay? So I just want to give you one more example here. Do not kill Ali. Do not kill Ali. So when you change the passive voice, we say let Ali as object. And because it's negative, we use not, and then verb is changed to be plus participle. Let Ali not be killed. So how can we translate this passive formula like this? Let Ali not be killed. یعنی که بان که علی کشته نشود. یعنی نمان که علی کشته شود. Okay? Or sometimes we can say let Ahmad not be insulted. نمان که احمد توهین شود. So there is sometimes we use this kinds of formula. Or like this, type the letter. Type the letter. When we change it to passive voice, we say let the letter be typed. Let the letter be typed. Or we say let this boy not be taught. Here's some more examples and you can practice them, okay? And here, here is the formal structure of passive voice for imperative sentences. So before going to the formal way, I want to make example for me for the informal way. Please make an example for me, and then we go to the next subject. Okay? Here's the formula, here's the example. Just make example for me. Okay, open the door. It is an active formula, and now change it to passive voice. Good, good, good. Let the door be open. Let the door be open. Sometimes you want to order someone indirectly, okay? You want to order someone indirectly, and then you want to use it. That you should use the passive formula of that, okay? Let the door be opened. Let the students be taught, okay? Let the house be cleaned. Let the dishes be washed. Let something like that, okay? Let the example be made. Okay, guys. Nice. Good, good, good. Now let's go to the formal structure of passive voice. So when you use the formal structure of passive voice, so there is some formula also here, remember? First, you is a subject. You have to use you at the beginning of sentence. And then or is used as a to be verb. Or is used as a to be verb after you. Look at this structure here. You are, okay? First you is used, and then or is used as a to be verb with this one here. And then number 3, ordered, suggested, offered, advised, directed, requested, and urged comes after or according to the sentence mood. We studied that imperative sentence. We say that imperative sentence can show order, suggest, offer, advise, direct, request, and urge, okay? So depend or according to the sentence mood, so you should use one of these verbs. If it is order, you say you are ordered. If it is suggestion, you say you are suggested. If the sentence shows offer, you say you are offered. If the sentence show advice, you say you are advised. If the sentence show direction, you say you are directed. Or if the sentence show request, you say you are requested. Or if the sentence show something uh, demanding, and then or something urged, you use you are urged. Okay, and then after that you use to. Okay, so look at rule number 4. Bare verb is changed to full infinitive. What is full infinitive? Full infinitive means 2 plus, oh, it is wrong, okay? 2 plus first form of the verb, not PP. First form of the verb, okay? Look at here, 2 plus first form of the verb plus object plus dot. In this situation, we use it, it is a passive formula. And if you just want to use the negative formula, you use not before the 2, not 2 after not, okay? I mean not, the not should be used before 2, okay? Like this. Look at these examples here. You are ordered to clean the room. You are ordered to clean the room. You are ordered not to tease her. Who ordered? It is Annan, or we don't know, or we don't want to mention that, okay? You are ordered not to tease her. شما مأمور شدین و شما امر داده شده که او را شما ناراحت یا اذیت یا مسخره نکنید. You're requested to leave me alone. You're requested to leave me alone. Please, go. You're ordered not to kill him. Not to kill him. See, here, not is used before to. You don't say like this, you are ordered to not kill him. You say not to kill him, okay? You are suggested to explain the new lessons. You are advised to respect elders. You are urged to value your company, your country. You are suggested to participate in our party. You are offered to come on time. You are directed to turn left. You are directed to read English lessons loudly. And you are suggested to be polite. Okay. So here's the second formula, or the formal formula for imperative sentences. And remember here, so sometimes we can change intransitive verb into passive voice. And in normal sentences, if the verb is intransitive, we cannot change it to passive voice. But here, with this formula, if the verb is intransitive also, we can change our sentence to passive voice. Like this: you are ordered to go Pakistan. You are requested to come here. So here our verb go and come is intransitive, but we could use it to passive voice. And now give me an example for this kind of structure. You are suggested to visit a doctor. Nice. You are requested to come home. Good. That's good. Good examples. Okay, thank you so much. So practice a lot. If you have any question, you can just ask me in the chat box or also in the group. And see you guys and then with the next lesson and next video and next day. Any question? Nothing? Okay. Have a good day and see you guys.